And we'll fly, oh, we'll fly away.
It's a beautiful summer's day. The breeze is stupendous. If you know the reference, you're a legend. But anyway, Arsenal, we won 5-1. We won 5-1. We went to Ukraine, I think. No, not Ukraine, flipping Azerbaijan, I think it was, to play Europa League game on Thursday night. And most teams in the Europa League, when they play on Thursday, they struggle. Especially after away games, they struggle in the league on the weekend. But we didn't show any signs. Like, we started slowly, but that's a pattern for Arsenal this year. Like, every single game, we seem to start slowly. That's like, we're a second half team for the most part. That's what we do at the moment, which could cost us against a big team, but still is working so far. What works, and we got 9 wins in a row, both in the league and other competitions as well, in the Cup, Europa League and stuff. But it's still impressing me. It's impressing me, like, we're still winning games. Like, this is a good feeling. Like, it's been a while since we were on a win streak. Like, it's been a long time since we've been on a win streak, like a proper good win streak. And I know we haven't played any big teams. We have, but we lost to both of them. But I mean, like, in these 9 games, we've not played a big team, but it's still good. The way we're playing, like, some games we struggled, but despite starting slowly in most games, we're still finding a way to win games in recent weeks. And now we're winning 5-1 against Fulham. Fulham, not the greatest of teams, of course, no disrespect to them. I mean, they're not that bad. They've got some good players. They've got Schürrle, Mitrovic. Schürrle scored, of course. Bad defending there from Monreal. Monreal hasn't been playing well since last year, actually, this time last year. First half of last season, Monreal was very good. Since then, he's not been consistent enough. But anyway, enough about Monreal. But yeah, that's the one downside to the game. The main downside, really. We started slowly, and the goal we conceded was really poor, but we scored 5 goals there. Lacazette, both of his goals were good. His second goal was a great goal. Outside the box, I think it was. Aubameyang's 2 goals, 2 good finishes, but Ramsey's goal, I had my doubts about Ramsey this season because he wasn't performing, and I just thought it's not looking good for him because the contract thing was apparently we had a contract for him and then Arsenal pulled out apparently. So I guess Arsenal don't want to pay him the wages. I don't know what it is, but all this contract talk and the fact that he wasn't playing well, he just didn't look good on him. But he came on and he does that. Although I do think that benching him was a good idea. It was a good idea. I think that was it was good for him, like he needed that, I feel. But he came on within like a minute. That all came from the defence. All came from Bellerin defence. Bellerin to Ramsey to the flicks and the passes. Oh my words, what a team goal! I wish I could show it here, but the copyright issues. But that third goal we scored, oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. We have not scored a goal like that in a while either, because we usually score quite a lot of great team goals. Wilshere v Norwich, Rosicky v Sunderland, I think it was. Some great goals there. Ramsey last year as well, last season in the Europa League against Moscow, I think it was. We've scored some great team goals, and it's been a while, you know. We're playing good, free-flowing football. We're scoring some great goals. That Ramsey goal, oh my... I know I've said it already, but it's just beautiful. Just thinking about it. I could watch that goal again, and again, and again, and again. You know what's funny, though? I missed this whole game. Most of the game, anyway. You're probably wondering why. I overslept. The game started at midday. I went to bed at like 6. Yeah, my fault. When I woke up, it was like 80th minute. We were winning 4-1. So, yeah, my bad. I missed out on a great performance. But still, I watched the game still. But, yeah, that Ramsey goal, though. Oh, my words. Oh, my words. It is brilliant. We have gone to international break now. Like, all I wanted to do, like I said after the Chelsea game, I said, we're not playing a top 6 side until November. Let's take advantage and win these games. And we're doing that. We found ways to win some games I didn't think we'd win. We're winning 5-1 now against Fulham. International break now, of course. So, I mean, that's a good thing, though. We do need the rest. We do need the break. But when we come back, hopefully we pick up results until we play Liverpool in November. Hopefully when we play Liverpool, though, hopefully we can beat Liverpool as well. That would be great, but it will be tough. But I think we are a serious top 4 contender now. We're in the top 4 already, I think. I think we're 4th on goal difference above Tottenham, and that's good for us. So that is good at the moment. and I think we can at least make top 4. We're behind on that though. The title, I know we're 2 points off, but it's not happening. Okay, let's not get carried away. But top 4 is very possible. That's all I'm saying. On to the rest of the games. Man United v Newcastle. What a game! Game of the match day. Probably, yeah, actually, best game of the weekend. That was an elite game. That was a really good game. Like, even though United won, like I wanted United to lose that game. I wanted to lose every game really, but it was still a great game. Like, that game was mental. Newcastle took the lead really early, 2-0 lead really early. Frustrated all the fans. The United fans were so angry. It was so funny as well. It was so funny to watch them so angry when they conceded, when they were giving away passes, when they missed shots. When the camera panned to the crowd, it was hilarious. I'm sorry, United fans, but it was damn hilarious to watch. It was just, I love it though. For every team really, apart from Arsenal, for every team, when their team concedes or does something bad, their fan reactions are the most hilarious thing. If you pay attention to it, it's the most hilarious thing. When they concede and they're behind the goal like this, their arms like go up in madness. They're like, why? That's a poor impression, but all you see is like when you score in front of the home fans and they're behind the goal. All you see is like arms flying up and down, and it's just hilarious to watch. It's just hilarious to see people angry. Sorry about that, can run out of battery, but yeah, the fans were hilarious. But anyway, the Newcastle scored the first 2 goals. It should have been more, to be fair. They had some big chances as well, a couple more big chances that they probably should have scored one of them. There was one like really big one that De Gea saved. It was a good save, but should have been a goal really. But yeah, United kept trying and trying. They missed a lot of chances. Rashford's, Matic, there was so many crazy misses. Then eventually Manchester scored a free kick, a good free kick, that one. Martial's goal was good, but the keeper, I think he feels he could have done better. Like, it was near post. Sanchez has won it as well, so that would be good for him, I guess, for confidence, because he certainly needs that. But yeah, I would have preferred that United lost that game, but you know, what happens, happens. It was still a great game, best game of the weekend, that's for sure. And Chelsea won 3-0 Southampton. Not much to say about this really, but Chelsea once again playing well. Hazard goal and assist, Giroud assist as well. Giroud's acrobatic assist was pretty good to watch. Even Morata scored as well, assisted by Hazard as well. So yeah, Chelsea playing well. Chelsea playing good football, and they may be the dark horses of the title race really. It will be like 2013-14 again. Even though 2013-14 was also Arsenal. Arsenal were in the title race from the start until March, then slips away. Then it was Chelsea, Liverpool and Man City. But Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, the top 3 right now, they're all 3 of them on 20 points. That will be the title race. That's for sure. That's definite. But still, the Chelsea playing good football. And if they keep doing it, if Hazard keeps playing well, they can win the league. They have a chance of it at least, because the last 2 times they've won the league, Hazard was the main man. He doesn't carry them completely, but he was the main man. As long as he keeps performing like this, they've got a chance, that's for sure. But they're not as strong as the other 2 teams. So yeah, but still Hazard, if he keeps performing, you know, as I said, they've got a chance. Speaking of Liverpool and Man City, they played each other and they drew 0-0. This is not the first time it's happened. Like, there's always like this big game between 2 big teams that you expect to be a thriller, and then it's 0-0. Like, everyone expects it to be like a great game. The hype is real. Then it's 0-0. It's happened before in a big game. I can't name one off the top of my head, but there's been a few like big game 0-0s that just come out of nowhere, and it's just so frustrating. City will probably feel hard done by, because I felt they could have had like more than 1 penalty. That penalty, we'll get to the penalty miss, but I think like before that penalty they actually got, they could have had at least like 1 or 2 more before that. So a bit of controversy there, but yeah, they got the penalty and Mahrez missed it. Absolutely skied it. It's on the moon now, to be honest, because that was a terrible miss. But yeah, 5 minutes to go, Mahrez penalty, had a chance to win it. Why did he take it though? Like, I'm not saying he shouldn't take penalties, but I didn't think he would take it. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Like, in that City team, my go-to player would not be Mahrez. Tottenham beat Cardiff 1-0. I'm surprised it was only 1-0, to be honest. I thought it would be more, but The only real talking point really was the red card. Actually, Cardiff had a lot of chances that they could have scored at least one of them. They were unlucky, to be fair. But the red card itself, the Cardiff red card, is definitely fair. I'm only mentioning this because the manager was angry about it. He was like, I think he said he wasn't a red, but you know, he wasn't going for the ball. He was just trying to take him out. It wasn't too fitted, I get it. It wasn't like studs up, but he still took him out. He was nowhere near the ball, so it's completely fair, that red card, and that's what I got to say really about that game. To be honest, there's nothing else to say. As for the rest of the games, the pick of the bunch was the Watford-Bournemouth game. Bournemouth went then won 4-0. Like, what? Watford had a great start, suddenly they're in bad form. Bournemouth, I thought, would struggle. Like, every week I said, they're going to struggle, they're going to struggle, they're going to lose this game, they're not going to win that game. Then they win. They win this game, they win that game, they win 4-0 at Watford. What is going on? Like, what is this? Is this a paradox? But seriously though, Bournemouth, credit to them. Like, I thought they'd struggle, I think other people did as well, and they have done really well so far. So, yeah, based on how they've done so far, they'll definitely be safe, that's for sure. They'll be mid-table at least at this rate, to be honest, because they're on great form. Everton beat Leicester 2-1. This was a game... What happened to my voice there? This was a game that could have gone either way, to be honest. Like, I predicted Leicester to win because I thought home advantage might help them. And it could have helped them, to be fair, but I think that red card for Leicester didn't help. But Sigurdsson's winner, though. Sigurdsson's winner was unreal for Everton. 10 men or 11 men. There's nothing you can do about that goal. That was an absolutely brilliant winning goal. Wolves win again. They won at Palace this time. I really like them, and I want to see them do well. And I say this every week as well, but yeah, they've won again. At Palace, I thought would do better, to be fair, but still, a great win for Watford. They keep picking up points, and they're in the top 10, obviously, and they're doing so well. They're doing so well at the moment, and it's great to see. Burnley drew with Huddersfield 1-1. I did not expect this. I thought Burnley would win again, but I was wrong. Burnley flipping... They beat Bournemouth 4-0, who beat Watford 4-0, but they can't beat Huddersfield, who are struggling, so, you know, unpredictability and stuff. But there we go, it's a 1-1 draw, and it's probably fair, to be fair. But that elbow, though, that Vokes elbow, that was brutal. It's hard to tell whether it was on purpose or not, but it was still brutal, and it probably could have been a red, to be honest. And it was disgusting to see, though, the injury. It was really bad, but it was a bad elbow, and it's just a case of whether it was on purpose or not. And I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, to be honest. So I'm not going to comment on whether it's definitely on purpose or definitely by accident. I don't know. I think there's just one game left. Brighton beat West Ham 1-0. I saw the goal, and that's it. So I don't know much what to say about that. But all I got to say is, I thought West Ham would win that game, and I was wrong. So... there we go. There's my recap. Let's look at the table though. I haven't looked at that since like match day 2, when it didn't even matter. The top 5 is looking interesting. 2 points between 1st and 5th. Crazy stuff. Bournemouth in 6th as well, which is absolute madness. Like, I thought they'd struggle, and they're 6th. Like, after 8 games is crazy. Wolves are right there as well, doing really well above Man United there. United struggling, but they did get the win though, so that might help them for momentum. Watford, they're just about... Well, they're losing games now, but they're still up there, to be fair. Leicester, where you expect them to be. Everton should be higher, to be honest, but they've not been consistent enough, to be fair. And, yeah, then you got Burnley, Brighton, Palace, West Ham, Southampton, Fulham, and Huddersfield, Newcastle, Cardiff at the bottom. So, yeah, there we go. Cardiff and Huddersfield especially, and Newcastle as well, they're all struggling. They need to pick up points ASAP. So do Fulham, to be fair, and Southampton as well. A lot of teams do. So it's the international break now, so 2 weeks off for the Premier League, but Chelsea v Man United is the first game back. Saturday lunchtime, the first Saturday back in 2 weeks' time. Chelsea, Man United at Stamford Bridge as well. I can't wait. I cannot wait. This was your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.